Hello everyone, it's day 48. Today I finished the tic-tac-toe project. I had a couple hiccups just because I got all the way to the very end and I uploaded it to my GitHub, and then I went to check it on my phone and the background image wasn't showing up. It was just showing up as just a gray overlay. And so I was confused as to why it wasn't working because I literally had the same declaration in my CSS as I did with the book library project that I had just done earlier last week or whatever. So kept playing around with it, and I had actually separated my folder. I'm trying to work on folder structure, BIM, little side things too. And so I had an assets folder, then I had a folder for scripts, then I had a folder for styles. So the pictures were in the assets folder, and then inside of an images folder inside the assets folder, and then my CSS style sheet was in the styles folder, also in the assets folder. For whatever reason, that's what was giving me issues. Because I look back at my library app and I had the stuff in an assets folder, but they weren't also inside of a subfolder or whatever. I had the right folder structure because on my desktop, the backgrounds and everything showed fine, and linking it to my HTML and all that all worked fine. But for whatever reason, on my phone, I have an iPhone, by the way, and I read some posts saying Safari and background images kind of had a not so good relationship, dating back to a couple years ago. So I don't know. So I switched to folder structure or whatever, and it worked. So I don't know. It's just one of those I don't know, but it works. So I'm gonna roll with it. After that, I found this 4-hour YouTube video. It was like a live stream. It wasn't live. It was from January of this year. What is it? Code Candy or something like that. Anyway, she went over 33 web dev portfolios. The majority of them were juniors, but there was a couple senior devs who submitted their portfolio too, or whatever. And she kind of highlighted the difference between a junior and senior dev as far as what you put in your portfolio or whatever. But anyway, it was cool. I didn't sit there and watch it the whole time, of course. I just kind of had it playing in the background on my other screen. But it was neat. I definitely got a couple tips and pointers or whatever, things to avoid, things to add. So I don't know. And then I was like, you know what? Go ahead and work on your portfolio. I made a GitHub repository a month ago, and I made it, but I made it so quick I wasn't happy with the design or whatever. So I went old school. I got a piece of paper and a pencil and drew out how I wanted it to look. I want it to be simple, but I want to add of course little razzle dazzle to it, animations, that kind of stuff or whatever. So, but anyway, I drew it out and I was like, you know what? I was gonna just wait and save it to draw it one day, code little by little or whatever. I was like, nope, just go ahead and work on it or whatever. So I got the mobile navigation done, nav bar on the desktop. Excuse me. I kept the hero that I had from the previous design, but I'm just gonna tweak it a little bit or whatever. But the project section is literally just going to be a container to hold a div or something, or a section to hold images and a text description of the project or whatever, and then a form for the contact form or whatever. So what I'm gonna do is starting tomorrow, I'm going back to the Odin project. I'm on the classes section now, and this next assignment seems fairly straightforward. We're just revising the old book library project from last week, and instead of using prototypes, you have to write it in the constructor way. Write it using a class, which the Udemy course that I'm watching or whatever, he had already kind of touched on it. And he had a quick 30-minute video on classes. So he had an example of refactoring code into a class. So it doesn't seem that difficult or that long compared to what he did. So hopefully this one will be quick. And then after that, I'll be on ES6 modules, I think it was, and getting into Webpack, NPM, that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, moving right along. But I'm definitely in portfolio mode. So I'm gonna keep doing the Odin project, but maybe spend the next couple hours or last couple hours of the day adding little things to my portfolio until I'm happy with it. Now I don't have all the I have one project that's definitely going on there, the website that I'm making for private practice, of course. And then I've thought about what I want another project to be. I haven't built it, of course, but I am going to start thinking about how I need it to work, what I need to do or whatever. And then I do want one more project. I just don't know what I want it to be. Maybe like a e-commerce site. But yeah. But anyway, I just got in my mind, like, I posted a tweet today. It said, go ahead and apply. There's people already in the field with half the talent as you do, which is very true. The only difference between them and you is they put themselves out there and we just haven't. That's definitely like my issue. Like, there's no reason why I don't at least have a portfolio. Like, as much time as I spend on HTML and CSS for like the projects that I do, like, I could make a simple portfolio. So I don't know. But yeah, just definitely trying to put myself out there more. Even if I don't get a job right now, I'm still going to shoot my shot anyway, because the worst they can say is no. But if I don't apply, that's definitely a no. So what do I have to lose? But yeah, overall, very inspiring day, I would say. Very good day.